Alright, so you see, I got all the big girls out here, and they're out there chilling. I just threw some fermented beans, fermented rice. The beans was all kinds of beans, and fermented okra. Um, well, just the seeds of okra, but still, fermented okra, all kinds of beans, and like 3 different types of rice, all fermented, and did their water up. So they're out there happy. They're off the nest. So, I've been collecting eggs all day. So I just put them back in from being out and about. They free range or whatever. So just trying to show them. And time to head up here to my greenhouse planting area. So coming up into here, we have the notorious 9 right there. Got my other youngins right there. And then I have about 5 inside of that second camper right there. And time to keep heading up. So, not growing anything in here that isn't already growing. Simply because it's too hot. Gets to be over 130 degrees in here during the day, so the stuff that's in here is still surviving, but won't look too healthy. Like, I get burn marks on them like this. That's what that lightness is around the edges, but that's turmeric. And I'm getting some brownness on the leaves here. But then again, I had tried to transplant these before it start hitting over the 100-degree mark, but they just got there sooner. These are winter crops, and they're just still surviving in here because they've been here since last year. And so you see the progress over here. Got my watermelons coming in. Put more watermelon seeds in where clearly the germination wasn't doing too well down that end. Replanted okra in the areas where the germination wasn't doing well. But as far as that first planting, you see the size of that okra. And the corn, the corn's just going crazy. Of course, I got a couple spots where germination isn't working, and I'm gonna have to cover them, but not today. The next cool day like this, because I just been busy all day. So you can see where I've covered regermination here on this, so that's coming up. But also, I told you I planted beans next to my corn. See that coming up? That's beans. So even though that's a grass, because corn is a grass, and corn's just a grain of a grass, that's grass, but this is a different type of grass. This has to come out. So and when the beans get to leaning, they will lean onto the corn stalk, and I won't have to worry about it. So that's what's going on right here as well. That's beans going right up underneath the corn, and when the beans get to leaning, you put it on the corn. So as you see, a couple areas where I got beans coming up amidst the corn. And so it got too hot when I was doing them the other day. So when I have a day like today, that's why you guys haven't seen me on much. I have to take advantage of it. So I had everything out free ranging, and I gotta watch them. And I was putting more beans in the rest of this corn over here. I maybe have to do the last row or two yet. But that's squash coming up right there in the center. But I only have squash down these two. I have to think what I want to grow down in the space in between the rest of these rows of corn. So, and of course, you can see where I stopped because I always de-weed, see? and I don't have to carry the weeds nowhere. Like when the sun hits this black tarp, it's so hot out here that whatever that is, it'll just shrivel up and die. So I pull weeds out and stuff, so the plants can prosper, and that's about it. And no, I don't get rid of the cactus because it's edible. People specifically come here to cut this cactus and eat it. I mean, I've never had it, but people do, you know. So no, this grows everywhere in this part of the farm, and I don't. Only time I do is like if it's in my growings, I'll de-weed it out. But other than that, I let it grow, and I don't bother doing anything with it. And if it's somewhere where I am cutting the grass or something, to see the yellow flowers, that's that cactus, and it flowers a lot. So it'll just grow right back. So that's that. Love, peace, and happiness.